gonna try this setup and see how it goes. So, hi, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I am Aphrodite, and this is Aphrodite's house. And today we're going to be doing a who is sending you evil eye and what your advice is surrounding this. We're outside, it's hot and it's sunny, so we've got 2 piles to choose from of crystals actually. Have to hydrate. We've got pile A, my little crystal peen, and then we've got pile B. So with the way that the camera is sitting, it may move a little. I do apologize. I'm sitting on my deck and I'm still trying to figure out the best way to film. So with all that being said, we're going to start off with pile A. So if you chose this pile, this is your reading on who is sending the evil eye. Yeah, I don't like the way this kind of bobbles, so I'm going to go ahead and change it, and I'll be right back. Who is sending pile A evil eye? As I ask, there are a bunch of flies following around me, so be wary of those close in your circle, especially those who have the tendency to kind of spy on you, those who kind of made you feel as though you were kind of overthinking particular situations. Okay. I'm really trying to do this without wobbling the camera, but it's not working for me. So the camera's just going to be a little wobbly while I shuffle. So we have the Sun card. Which card is this? The Ten of Cups. 4 of Pentacles in reverse. King of Swords. 7 of Swords. Ten of Swords reversed. And 9 of Swords. So, pile A, when it comes to who I see sending you evil eye, I definitely get the sense that this is someone really close in your inner circle. And I'm hearing that this isn't one of those situations where it seems unintentional, like you achieve a goal and they're a little envious, and so that envy kind of sends you evil eye. This is not that. This is more along the lines of hoping and praying that you'll make a mistake, because if you do that, then it brings you down to earth a little more. It makes you seem a little more human. It makes you seem a little more humbled, and it's like, see, now you're back on my level. Like, we can all elevate and we can all fall just as easy. This is someone who was, oddly enough, very easy to cling to your success to. They were very happy to ride the wave. They were very happy to feel the things that you felt, experience the things you experienced. So maybe this was a situation of you all going to events together, or you launching a product and then getting free samples, or you opening up a boutique or something and them getting free clothes out of it. You know, something, because they were technically your ride or die. They were technically someone who you thought was sitting here and rejoicing with you for every milestone. Vroom vroom, confirmation. No. Trust the signs and synchronizations. But it definitely feels really personal. It feels like, yes, you can do it all, and I like the amenities that come with you being able to do it all, but I don't appreciate the fact that you're doing it all. I don't appreciate the fact that you can be this wildly successful individual and these things aren't happening to me, and it's through no fault of their own. I'm not understanding why they're envious when they're not putting themselves out there or taking the time and initiative to really, you know, make these things happen for themselves. that was such a nice breeze, and the wind chimes went off at just the right time. I'm so happy to be here. Yeah, this is definitely someone who you put a lot of faith and trust in. This is someone who you thought would be, you know, riding with you till the wheels fell off. You were willing to include them in everything. This is even someone who you were like willing to give a job to. This is someone who was like, I put in the work. This is my vision. These are the goals I want to achieve, you know, and you're my friend, and I want to see you be successful. So if that means you need a job, a recommendation, you want to launch a line within my line, you want to do something small, you want to do something that's really going to make you grow and elevate, I got you. Just tell me what I need to do. And this person, it seems like they're kind of like, yeah, okay, I'll get to it. And they don't. They have no intention of getting to it because it's easier to ride off of your success. But then they come at you with this crucial, cutthroat, dark, kind of rude energy, and then come off as the, I'm not rude, I'm not envious, I'm not, you know, giving up this narcissistic kind of dark energy. That's not it at all. I'm the honest friend. I'm the brutally honest friend. And there are ways to be the brutally honest friend without being disrespectful. There are ways to be the brutally honest friend without being harmful or hurtful. Oh my gosh, a fly just flew right into my head. So a fly just flew right into my head. This is someone who's trying to get into my ear, into your ear. This is someone who is nagging, trying to get into your ear, trying to tell you what's what, trying to tell you, you know, the opposite of things. So be careful of this person telling you something and then it proving to be something different. Because wow, with the way that this fly, I'm filming with my headset on, but with the way this fly just literally flew right into my ear, I'm curious to see if my headphones caught the audio. That was crazy. With this being said, though, you definitely know who this is. The minute I said this was someone who you expected they were going to ride with you till the wheels fell off. I mean, Spirit is saying that from the moment the Sun card and the Ten of Cups card came out, you thought of someone instantly, and then you heard the description and you're like, it couldn't have been any more like the person I was imagining. The advice that I'm getting for you, definitely, first of all, don't let anyone, all these flies just came out of absolutely nowhere. I kid you not, a bunch of them. So the advice that I'm going to give to you, cleanse your space, take a spiritual bath, listen to what's being told to you, and move from there. Don't allow for this person to kind of shake you up or cause unnecessary drama and problems, but for sure pay attention. For sure be aware of what's happening. For sure be aware of how it's affecting you, the energy and the weight of the things that they're saying, you know, how it is making you feel in the moment when you hear these things. Please keep track of these things, because that's a clear indicator of the energy that this person's bringing around you. And if they just feel too sour, I wouldn't even fully give it your attention, meaning I wouldn't fully confront this person. I would simply leave the friendship where it is. I would say, you know, the friendship I think is great, it's beautiful, I just have other things I need to do. I have other things at the top of my list, and maintaining a friendship, wow, Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Maintaining this friendship is not something, Two of Swords. Maintaining this friendship is not something that is on the top of my priority list right now. And see how they react, because that's a clear indicator of where they see the friendship at as well. People who see the friendship for what it is, who value it for what it is, and really respect you and love you, aren't going to be upset that you're riding a different wave than them, and that you need to be surrounded by different energies in the moment. Okay. Pile number one. Basically what happened is a bunch of people came by and did construction, and so I had to go inside. But to kind of wrap up the reading, and I have this fan going now because my iPhone chooses to overheat every time I try to film the most basic of things outside in nature. So, advice from Spirit: take a step back from the friendship. and figure out where you want things to go from here and how you wish for things to progress in terms of your own future outside of this friendship, because you can do so much better. You can do so much better. And there are people with lighter, brighter, healthier energies and auras just waiting to meet you, waiting to be friends with you, waiting to genuinely congratulate you on every milestone. It should be noted that as I came out here originally to do a reading, I saw a butterfly, there was another one, and I saw a wasp. So those might be important totems for you, or just like spirit animals in general. So I'm actually going to wrap it up. I'm going to do pile 2's reading inside just because there's too much happening outside today. I really wanted to be able to do both readings outside. It was a really nice day, but I think I'm going to have to start trying to get out here first thing in the morning and doing my readings that way. So thanks for coming to watch, even though it was a hot mess in my first attempt to do another reading outside, but we'll get it. We'll figure out a good schedule. Yeah, thanks for coming to my paper. Bye. Okay, hello. So if you chose this bowl number 2, this is your reading. So I had originally planned to film this video outside like I did bowl number 1, but they were doing all types of construction, and then creepy dudes came up while I was trying to finish reading. The energy just didn't feel right, so I moved back inside. Okay, so for bowl 2, can you please, who is sending bowl number 2 evil eye, and what advice do you have for them on the manor? It's weird. The advice that kind of comes out while I'm shuffling is sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. So it seems like you have a good shield going already. 9 of Pentacles. Man, Cups reversed. Yeah, that's what I thought. No, that's not what I wanted. Who is the new round number 2 evil eye? Someone who you had a really deep emotional connection with. Someone who you trusted. I almost want to, okay, definitely a past lover, someone who you really had a deep connection with at some point, but then for you at least, it felt like the connection kind of ran its course, kind of dried out, and they were kind of wanting to push for it to keep going further, but it feels more like they did it out of like not wanting to be lonely. Like that was their reasoning, and you're like, that's not a good enough reason. That's not a good enough reason for me to want to stick around or kind of have these conversations with you and go through these things with you. Wow. I am really, that's ironic. What's weird is that, like, in this reading, oh, okay, I keep having to stretch. It feels like there's a buildup of energy for you somewhere. You may have some blockages. Also, just a little bit of my own stuff going through, like my Kundalini. stuff, oh, it's so much energy, but I really feel a huge disconnect here with you. It seems like you were very emotional, very loving, and very nurturing to this person, and then you felt the need to just kind of stop being so nurturing, stop being so emotional, stop being so deep. You know, you really became more reserved, and I think in doing so, you realized that this was kind of not the person that you wanted to spend your time with. This was not the person that you wanted to keep, you know, having these relationships with. I mean, the sex was probably really good, but when it came to the conversations, it feels like dry, or like they almost like never really truly believed in or supported anything you had to say. They were almost condescending about it. And so you just stopped. You really just stopped giving this your energy, giving this your full attention. And they noticed it. They noticed the sudden withdrawal of energy little by little, to the point where there's really nothing more that you felt you could say or needed to say. And I just feel really disconnected in this reading. And I think that's because that's how you feel. You felt genuinely disconnected. There was nothing more you could say, nothing more you could do. You just knew that it was time to walk away, and that's okay. But I don't think that they definitely never got over that. So when it comes to you and the things that they're saying, it's for sure you're dry. You know, you were into that witchcraft stuff. You were just fucking weird. They didn't really want anything more to do with you. They couldn't stand the stuff that you were talking about. It made no sense. It was like crazy. You're crazy. You were doing the most, you know. And it's weird because it seems like people are listening to this. They're listening to what this person has to say, even though they know you. They know that you're not this type of person, but for whatever reason, it's entertaining. So they wish to. 10 of Cups in reverse in the middle of the deck. It's entertaining, so they want to keep listening to this. They enjoy the drama. Oof. And the Tower in reverse. Yeah, this person absolutely refuses to let anything go. They want to 100% paint you as the bad guy. They want to paint you as the person who initiated the whole breakdown. They want to initiate it as though you are the problem. You're the reason for everything going wrong. They just don't want it to fall. They're hoping that if enough people say something to you and make you feel like maybe you were the problem, that you could sit down and talk it out and work it out, and that, you know, new emotions will be built. But there's nothing here. This is so dry. Your well is empty. This is almost like, if I have to hear one more word you have to fucking say, I will just smack you upside the head, like respectfully. Like I will just tiny pat, just shut up, you know. Kind of like how your parents do when you speak out of term and they kind of bop you on the back of the head, like it's, you know, like please stop. It really feels like that because this just feels so dry. It feels and it's almost like there's really, I mean, like seriously nothing left. There's really nothing more to say here. Like you knew this before you came here, but let me go ahead and give you the sound advice, channeled advice. What is the channel advice here for dish number 2, please? Don't let them play you. Don't let them try to trick you into even the slightest bit of conversation. So this would be like, hey, you know I may have said some wrong stuff. Can we just meet? Can we talk about it? Can we do lunch? Can we do brunch? Can we do dinner? Can we just talk? Don't let them trick you. Don't let them manipulate you. I get this very nervous energy coming from you, almost as though being around this person's energy makes you a little anxious because you know they're doing this dirt, and you're like, I really shouldn't have to defend myself, so I won't, but now I'm just anxious because I can't tell if one of these people who I hang out with or who I converse with or whatever is going to be one of the people who's been listening to this person's nonsense and allowing for this person to talk bad about me. Spirit says if you look at someone extra hard and have to wonder, then the answer is probably yes. Seven of Wands. They just want to cause chaos. Yeah. They want to cause absolute chaos around you. They want you to feel stuck. They want you to feel as bad as they did when you kind of withdrew emotionally. I get the sense that this wasn't like a kind sort of like, oh, you know, I'm really not I feel like this was like over time. You just, wow. King of Cups in reverse, Four of Cups in reverse. Yeah, you were just kind of like, I can't. Wah, wah, I'm done, you know. You did the most, fine, whatever. I'm done with it. There's really not much more energy I can put into it, and I shouldn't have to. You know, I said my piece, I set a boundary. If you don't respect it, then fuck you. And I mean, Spirit is telling you that that was the right thing to do. That was the right thing to say. Definitely don't go back. Definitely don't even entertain a conversation, because the minute you let your guard down and entertain a conversation is when a new cycle with this person begins. And then it becomes, well, you met me for dinner, you met me for whatever, and I thought, and you said, and we were. Three of Cups in reverse. There will be no celebration. There will be no meeting. We cannot be friends. We cannot sit down and talk this out. No. Absolutely not. Spirit says you're making room for someone else. Romance, whining and dining, never-ending emotions. The Ten of Cups will seem like a breeze, because what comes next is an overflow of emotions coming from both you and this person. It's reciprocated. It's lovely. Everything matches. The energy matches. Everything. I'm just shuffling to see if I get any more. Oof. Damn. Yep. Oh, there we go. Look at that. If you entertain this foolishness, there will be no celebrating with friends. This person's only goal is, like I said, to get you back in that awkward position, potentially fuck. You need to be able to use your intuition here. There is no higher level of commitment with this person coming. There is no balance. There is no stability. There is no peace. None of that. No, it's you have two major arcana here, and they're both reversed. I'd say it's time to do something different. But you already knew this. Seven of Cups in reverse. You get rid of the options that the universe has for you when you choose to start a new cycle with this person, because you're not going to have room for someone else to come in. You're going to be doing, you're going to be on damage control every second of every day, dealing with this stupid, Spirit, every time you tell me not to judge, but then you put these, this very unwise individual, okay? Make space for someone new, because they're coming. They're definitely coming. So, Bowl 2, this is what I have for you in terms of your reading. I hope I was helpful. I hope I was informative. Again, I'm so sorry that I didn't get to do your reading outside. I'm going to try and do another reading outside in a couple of days when the energy's not so crazy and people aren't all the way outside doing every which thing to try and cause problems for me. So, yeah, let me know if this reading resonated. Let me know if it helped. Please feel free to like, share, and subscribe. And I'll catch you with the next one. Bye!